Ever get that feeling like the universe is sort of messing with you?
Yeah.
Like there's this hidden force out there just pushing against all of our neat little plans.
Right.
You know, the classic, like your stack of papers on your desk somehow multiplies overnight. Or your headphones always get tangled up in your pocket no matter how carefully you put them away.
It's like a law of nature.
It really is. Well, good news, you're not alone. We're going on a deep dive today into a concept that just might explain this whole cosmic quirk, entropy.
It is a bit of a head-scratcher, this idea that amidst all the order and complexity that we see around us, there's this underlying tendency towards disorder.
It's like the universe has a playful disregard for our attempts at organization. But before we get too overwhelmed by cosmic chaos, let's break down what entropy actually means. Our sources describe it as a measure of disorder or randomness.
Think of it this way. Imagine a pristine ice cube, perfectly formed, molecules locked in a crystalline structure. Now picture it melting, transforming into a puddle of water.
Okay.
The ice cube, with its highly ordered structure, has low entropy. The puddle, with its molecules moving freely and randomly, has high entropy.
So it's not just about things literally like falling apart. It's about this shift from order to disorder.
Yes.
From structure to randomness.
Precisely. And this concept, it applies to more than just melting ice cubes.
Right.
Think about a brand new car, fresh off the assembly line.
Oh, yeah.
It's a marvel of engineering. Every part perfectly in place. But over time, as that car ages, parts wear down, rust sets in.
Right.
And eventually it ends up in a junkyard.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
This tendency towards disorder, it seems to be woven into the fabric of reality itself.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Our sources even talk about how entropy plays out on a cosmic scale. Stars, those fiery giants that illuminate the night sky, they too are subject to this inevitable dance of disorder. As they burn through their fuel, they eventually reach a state of maximum entropy.
Wow.
Essentially burning out.
So even the grandest structures in the universe eventually succumb to this force of entropy.
Exactly. And it's not just about things breaking down.
Okay.
Entropy is also the reason your coffee gets cold, why metal rusts, and why even our own bodies age. It's a universal principle that affects everything from the tiniest particles to the vast expanse of the cosmos.
Okay, I'll admit this is starting to feel a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
If everything is destined to descend into disorder, is there any point in even fighting against it? Is there any way to find meaning in a universe that's governed by entropy?
That's where our exploration gets really interesting. You see, our sources suggest that entropy isn't the enemy. In fact, it might just be the driving force behind everything that makes life interesting, beautiful, and even meaningful.
Wait, so how can disorder lead to meaning? How can this cosmic tendency towards chaos be anything other than just a cosmic bummer?
Well, hold on to your hats, because in the next part of our deep dive, we're going to explore how entropy isn't just about things falling apart.
Okay.
It's about change, creation, and the incredible dance between order and chaos that makes our universe so captivating.
All right. I'm ready to dance.
So we've established that entropy is this universal tendency towards disorder, this constant reshuffling of the cosmic deck. But if this is like the ultimate fate of everything, does that mean life is just a futile struggle against inevitable chaos?
It's a question that kind of lingers, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, if everything eventually succumbs to entropy, does that diminish the significance of our efforts, our creations, our very existence?
Here's where our sources offer a truly mind-bending perspective.
Okay.
They argue that entropy, this force that seems so destructive, is actually the catalyst for everything we find beautiful, meaningful, and even awe-inspiring about the universe.
I'm intrigued, but I'm also a little skeptical.
Sure.
How can something that seems to be all about things falling apart be the source of beauty and meaning?
Think about it this way. Without entropy, the universe would be static. Unchanging. A frozen tableau. It's the constant churn of entropy that creates the conditions for stars to ignite, galaxies to swirl, and life itself to emerge.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. It's like entropy provides the raw energy.
Exactly.
Potential for change.
Yes.
And from that chaos, something extraordinary can arise.
Exactly. Our sources point out that even the most intricate and complex systems that we see in nature are a result of this dance between order and disorder. Take ecosystems, for example.
Oh, yeah.
They thrive on the constant cycle of life and death, growth and decay, all driven by the flow of energy and the increase of entropy.
So it's not just about things breaking down.
Right.
It's about the constant transformation, the recycling of energy and matter that ultimately leads to something new and vibrant.
Precisely. And if we can kind of shift our perspective to see entropy not as this destructive force, but as this fundamental principle of change and creation, it can have profound implications for how we live our lives.
Okay. I'm officially starting to see entropy in a new light.
Good.
But how do we actually apply this knowledge to our own lives?
Yeah.
How can we embrace something that seems to be all about things falling apart?
Well, our sources outline a few fascinating ways. First, they talk about what they call the gift of urgency.
Okay.
Remember, entropy reminds us that nothing lasts forever.
Right.
Not the good times, not the bad times, not even us.
Okay, that sounds pretty intense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure gift is the first word that comes to mind when I think about the impermanence of everything.
But think about it this way.
Okay.
If we knew we had an unlimited amount of time, would we be as motivated to pursue our dreams, cherish our relationships, or make the most of each day?
You have a point. It's like knowing that something is finite makes it more precious, more valuable.
Exactly. Entropy, in a way, is a call to presence, to mindfulness.
Okay.
It reminds us to savor the fleeting beauty of a sunset, the warmth of a loved one's embrace, the simple joy of a good meal.
I'm starting to see how this could actually be a source of motivation.
Yeah.
A reminder to live more intentionally.
Yes.
And appreciate what we have in this moment.
It's a powerful shift in perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And it leads us to another fascinating aspect of embracing entropy, the idea that maintenance is meaningful.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But when I think of maintenance, I think of chores, errands, that sort of thing.
Right.
Not exactly the most inspiring aspects of life.
But hear me out.
Okay.
Think about all the little things you do to maintain order in your life. Cleaning your house, taking care of your health, nurturing your relationships.
Right.
These aren't just tedious tasks. They're acts of defiance against entropy.
So like every time I do the dishes, I'm actually staging a mini rebellion against the cosmic forces of disorder.
Exactly. And more importantly, you're demonstrating care for yourself, your space, the people in your life. These acts of maintenance, they reflect your values, your commitment to creating and preserving something meaningful in the face of inevitable change.
I've never thought about it that way, but it's actually quite profound.
Yeah.
It's like we're constantly pushing back against the tide of entropy, creating little pockets of order and beauty in our own small corner of the universe.
And that brings us to another fascinating insight from our sources.
Okay.
The idea that creativity is controlled chaos.
That sounds more exciting. I've always felt like there's a certain spark of something wild and unpredictable in the creative process.
And that spark might just be entropy at play. Think about it. Every act of creation, whether it's painting, writing, composing music, or even coming up with a new business idea, starts with a bit of chaos.
Okay.
It's about taking those raw materials, those seemingly random bits of inspiration, and shaping them into something new and meaningful.
So it's like we're harnessing the energy of entropy.
Yes.
Channeling its chaotic potential into something beautiful, something uniquely our own.
Precisely. Entropy provides the raw ingredients, the potential for novelty and surprise.
Yeah.
And we, as creators, get to orchestrate the chaos, shaping it into something that reflects our own vision and values.
This is really shifting my whole perspective on entropy.
Good.
It's like seeing the potential for beauty and meaning and the breakdown, the possibility for creation in the midst of disorder.
And that leads us to the final piece of the puzzle, embracing letting go.
Ooh. Now we're getting into the deep stuff.
Yeah.
Letting go is definitely something I struggle with.
I think a lot of us do.
Especially when it comes to things that I value and cherish.
And you're not alone. It's a concept that challenges us to confront the impermanence of everything.
Yeah.
But it's also incredibly liberating.
Okay.
You see, entropy reminds us that we can't hold on to things forever.
Right.
Our bodies change, our possessions wear out, relationships evolve, and people we love eventually leave this world.
It's true. Change is inevitable.
Yeah.
No matter how much we might want to hold on to things as they are.
But our sources make a powerful point.
Okay.
Letting go doesn't mean we don't care.
Right.
It means accepting the natural flow of life, the cyclical nature of things. It's like the changing seasons.
Right.
We know autumn will give way to winter and winter to spring.
Yeah.
Each season has its own beauty, its own purpose.
So instead of resisting change, we can learn to appreciate each phase, each chapter.
Exactly.
Even the ones that feel like endings.
Exactly. Letting go allows us to be present with what is, to cherish the current season of our lives, knowing that it too will eventually transform into something new.
This is starting to feel less like a cosmic tragedy.
Yeah.
And more like an epic adventure.
I love that.
A journey of constant transformation and renewal.
It's about finding that sense of flow, that harmony with the natural forces of the universe.
Right.
Even the ones that seem chaotic or destructive at first glance.
Yeah.
And to truly understand our place in this grand dance of entropy, we need to explore one final, profound idea.
Okay.
Our role as participants in this cosmic ballet.
All right, let's do it. All right, so we've explored entropy as this force of change, this cosmic dance of order and disorder.
Right.
We've even talked about how we can embrace it in our own lives. Through presence, maintenance, creativity, and letting go. But you mentioned this idea of being participants in this grand dance. What does that actually mean?
What's fascinating here is that while entropy might be the music of the universe, we're not just passive listeners, we're active dancers, shaping the choreography with every step we take.
So it's not just about accepting entropy. It's about actively engaging with it.
Exactly.
But how do we do that? What does it mean to dance with this force of change and disorder?
Our sources suggest that our actions, our creations, even our moments of connection are all part of this cosmic dance. Every time we create something new, whether it's a painting, a song, a business, or even a simple meal, we're taking the raw materials of the universe and shaping them into something that reflects our own unique vision.
So it's like we're taking the chaotic energy of entropy and directing it.
Yes.
Focusing it, giving it form and purpose.
Exactly. Think about the simple act of cleaning your house. On the surface, it's just about tidying up, putting things back in their place.
Right.
But on a deeper level, it's an act of creation. An assertion of order amidst the constant push towards disorder.
Right.
It's a way of saying, this is my space, and I choose to shape it in a way that reflects my values and my sense of beauty.
I'm starting to see how even the most mundane actions can be seen as part of this grand dance.
Yes.
It's like we're constantly interacting with entropy.
Exactly.
Pushing back against it, shaping it, being shaped by it.
And it's not just about physical creation.
Right.
Every time we connect with another human being, every time we offer a kind word, a listening ear, a helping hand, we're creating something new, a bond, a shared experience, a moment of connection that transcends the individual.
So even our relationships, our interactions with others are part of this cosmic choreography.
Absolutely. Think about the love between two people.
It's
a force that defies entropy, that creates order and meaning out of the chaos of individual lives.
Right.
It's a testament to the power we have to shape our reality, to create something beautiful and lasting, even in the face of impermanence.
This whole idea of dancing with entropy is starting to feel less abstract and more tangible.
Yes.
It's like we're all part of this grand improvisation, this cosmic jam session where everyone has a role to play.
And that's the most beautiful part. There's no right or wrong way to dance.
Right.
Some of us might create grand symphonies. Others might play simple melodies. Some might dance with bold, sweeping movements. Others with quiet grace. But every step, every note, every interaction contributes to the richness and complexity of the whole.
I love this metaphor. So empowering to think that we're not just bystanders in this cosmic process, but active participants.
Yes.
Co-creators with the universe itself.
And ultimately, that's the key takeaway from our deep dive.
Okay.
Living with entropy isn't about despair, it's about transformation. It's about recognizing that even though everything changes, even though we're all dancing towards an eventual ending, we have the incredible power to choose how we move, how we connect, and what we create along the way.
This has been an incredible journey of discovery.
It has.
We started with this daunting concept of entropy, this seemingly relentless force of disorder. But we've emerged with a whole new understanding of its role in our lives, a way of seeing it not as an enemy, but as a partner in this grand cosmic dance.
And I think the most important question to leave our listener with is this. What kind of dance will you choose? How will you move, create, connect, and leave your mark on the universe, knowing that every step, every gesture, every moment is part of something much larger and more magnificent than we can possibly imagine?
That's a question I'll definitely be carrying with me. And to all of you out there listening, we encourage you to explore this concept in your own lives, to find your own unique rhythm in the dance of entropy, and to embrace the beauty, the challenge, and the incredible possibilities that come with being a part of this ever-changing, ever-evolving universe.
It's quite a journey.
It is.